Next time I'm sober, I'll be 6 foot down.
Stephen Cochran spent years as a solo artist, but he's found a new harmony with songwriter Daniel Dean. The two share a love of music shaped by a history rooted in military service.
Nothing can prepare you for combat.
Landing down in a combat zone, you're there, you feel the desert heat, and it's go time. So it was a rush.
Both Daniel and Stephen joined the Marines. Both served on multiple tours overseas, and each of them dealt with the loss of fellow troops in combat.
And that definitely lights the fire in you like nothing else, and it's still something you never get over.
That's something that we'll all live with forever.
Harder still is sharing the reality of losing more military friends back home to suicide.
One in particular was a staff sergeant, one of our platoon sergeants, and probably the toughest Marine I ever knew. There's a picture of him at the White House, and had 2 daughters named America and Ireland. So if that kind of tells you the patriot he was. And it was just shocking to know that someone that tough, it could break down, but also a realization of, hey, that's how real it is. You're left with a lot of anger at them, but also you would have helped them and done anything for them. But I think as service members and veterans, it's hard for us to say, hey, I need help.
You know, even after I got out, I dedicated my life to trying to stop the 22 veterans a day who are committing suicide.
This is Nashville so far. So.
Both Marines turned to songwriting for therapy.
To keep myself awake on missions, I would write songs in my head.
Since his 4 years of service in the Marines, Daniel has filled page after page in his notebooks, exploring the challenges veterans face in combat and returning home from war.
We're tough. We don't want to talk or get help, and things blow up and you internalize things.
But it's something that we do not talk about because it's dirty, it's ugly. We're going to have to start asking some hard questions about medication. We're not doing our vets right with that. That medication does not cure this.
Well, here I sit not knowing where I stand.
Both veterans say a big part of the solution centers on talking openly about suicide.
But how do you paint a picture back in focus?
That drove them to collaborate on this music video. Daniel plays the lead role and Stephen lead vocal. Pieces tells the story of the struggle back home shared by so many combat veterans.
I've been there. I've had a gun in my mouth. That's what Pieces is about.
You know one understands and you scream for Jesus.
I've been as far, I think, as you can go down the suicide line without being able to come back. It's a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
What's up, dude?
Even in his downtime, his pup Dylan isn't far from his side, and Daniel stays connected to fellow Marines online and to the messages in his songs that speak to men and women in uniform.
Just find something that drives and pushes you and motivates you, and surround yourself with fellow veterans.